Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon for David H. For now, I think I've called him like that in the last video. I haven't really looked at the comments, but for now, still calling him David H. And he sponsored a marathon of amazing goodies. This is more on the I think the heavy side, but the heavy, not like heavy metal, but I don't know, like you tell me. This is, you know, bands like Great White, Dokken, Ratt, Van Halen. I've never heard of Filter, and I've of course heard of these bands, but I'm sure they are what you would call it's like the Sunset Strip of heavy metal, right? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up here. What these bands are, what genre this is. Red band. And okay, so it is heavy metal, but it's also, I think this is the glam movement, hard rock. Let's see if I look here, and I'm sure all these bands have something in common. Let's click under Dokken. I think it's Dokken. Let's see, Dokken, and then you go bands like Ratt, Winger, Lynch Mob. Exactly. Tesla, Great White, what that we're doing. Danger. Queensryche. Queensryche, I would consider Queensryche a little bit more proggy. But yeah, so I think I was onto something like LA Guns, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. And for some reason, I never got into these bands. I was like, when I discovered heavy metal, instead of going that direction, I mean, there was one guy in our classroom in high school, and he was into what's that band called? With the singer is the band with that drum that, you know, does like the whole like 360 on stage. Motley Crue. So he was into Motley Crue, and I did like it, but we were just too much into Metallica and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and King Diamond and Yngwie Malmsteen and Megadeth. So it was just like that. It was just too different. So I'm really looking forward to, and I don't know, maybe that's why. And Van Halen, the first time I listened to Van Halen, I got like the vibe like, oh, this is more like in that direction, you know, it's like not so heavy. Now I love Van Halen, and I'm super like, I'm kind of like bummed that I never really listened to him. And yeah, but these bands had guitar players like Steve Vai. I think that's White Snake, but you know, in that direction. So without further ado, the longest intro in the world, we're gonna start it off here with Filter from Short Bus. This is Hey Man, Nice Shot. This is from 1995. All right. Then we're gonna do Van Halen, a song Amsterdam. This is from Balance from 1995. Is that correct? I'm gonna look it up. You know, lately Spotify has been very off when it comes to years. Dokken, Heaven Sent for Back for the Attack, 1987. I think that's accurate. Then Great White, House of Broken Love. This is from Twice Shy. This is from 1989. And we're going to close it with Ratt, Eat Me Up Alive from Infestation album. And doesn't even give me a year. I'll check it up once we get there. And again, thank you, David, for your email. I appreciate it. And then you made a little change as well. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for sponsoring the video. Thanks, everybody. If you're a fan of these bands, welcome. We have, you know, a lot of good music here, mostly 70s stuff, 80s stuff, and a lot of rock, metal, and progressive music, jazz fusion. You'll see. All right, so let's give it up for this band, and I'm sure I'm gonna love this. I just was, you know, when you're young and stupid, you just like you don't appreciate many things in life, and I didn't appreciate, you know, I guess this kind of, you know, rock. I don't know. It was just, I guess, at the time too soft or something, some stupid excuse. But here we go with Filter. Hey man, nice shot. And I'll, in the meantime, I'll look up, you know, some facts of the band and stuff. I like to do that. So here we go. Boom. Let's see. Maybe it's like heavier than the stuff that I... All right. Okay, short bus. Sounds like Alice in Chains a little bit. 1995, okay.
I wish I would have met you. Now it's a little late. What you could have taught me,
Nice bass.
I could have saved some face. They think that your early ending was all wrong. For the most part, they're right, but look how they all got strong. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. Good shot, man. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. Good shot, man.
Okay, this sounds so familiar. This, yeah, you know this, and then I've heard that before somewhere. I think in a movie. I'm gonna look it up now. This sounds very freaking familiar. Like I don't know, The Matrix had a really kick-ass soundtrack. Ramstein, and I think it had Rage Against the Machine. So I'm gonna look if it's somewhere in a movie like that, you know. Or maybe, I don't know, it sounds like a scene, you know, of a fight breaking out. I don't know. I'll look it up right now. Really cool.
Now that the smoke's gone and the air is all clear,
got it. I got the info. That's crazy, how the mind remembers stuff. But well, I've seen this movie so many times, and it's one of my favorite like dark comedies. So this was featured in the X-Files. I didn't see it there. It was featured in Supernatural. I didn't see it there either. I saw it in a scene, and it's a very, I've seen this movie like hundreds of times. It's Cable Guy with Jim Carrey. And a friend of mine and we were just obsessed with that movie because it had so many good lines and memorable like stuff. It's just like Jim Carrey at his best. He's just like this dark dude, and just with like some problems, but he played him so well. And it's they go to this basketball game, and when Jim Carrey, and he looks like this giant against everyone, and when he starts playing, they start the basketball match, and that's when you hear the bass, and then I think it's when he kind of like dives and dunks the ball and breaks the board, and that's when you hear this. So that's how I remembered it. So yeah, sometimes a lot of good music is featured in movies, and we get a glimpse of it. And I've never heard this song before in its entirety ever. I didn't know which band it was, but I remember the scene. So if you wanna, next time you watch Cable Guy, you'll see. I'm sure you already know. But yeah, this is obviously more like grunge. It's like 90s alternative rock. Great stuff. Great song. All right. And especially the bass line. I'm gonna try and have Alexia learn that. That's a cool bass line right there. So Van Halen, Amsterdam. So this album, I've seen this before. I've seen it, I remember, in stores, because it's just such an iconic cover, of these like Siamese twins. And so 1995, I think this is accurate. So we're gonna do the song, and we've done some Van Halen on the channel. There's a video where I show Alexia Eruption the first time, which she loved, and Running with the Devil, and I've kind of like tried to introduce her. And even there's some songs that I hadn't listened, I hadn't heard before, and really good. I mean, Van Halen. And I know that David is a huge Wolfgang Van Halen fan, so I'm sure that you're also a fan of Eddie Van Halen. So here we go with some Van Halen, Amsterdam from Balance. Here we go.
Light 'em up!
I'm really focusing on like Eddie's playing here, I really want to like experience like Eddie's, I'm hearing all these. He was such an amazing like dynamic player, there's so much to the rhythm, and then the way he pinches those harmonics, and he gets he pinch harmonics, natural harmonics. There's so much dynamics going on in his rhythm guitar as well. I mean, also all the the tapping and the harmonic, he gets out harmonics by tapping. All this stuff is so interesting, the palm muting, just the way he would like play rhythm was so amazing. I mean, the lead is obviously, but just when you listen to the rhythm guitar, this guy has, and the sound, and there was an interview I just saw a couple of months ago where he said, I never used any kind of pedals. It was straight into the amp. I was like, okay, you know, I mean, what was the setting on your amp then? But it's just the sound is so good, fantastic.
Pocket full of money. Got me a long night ahead. Quick stop by the bulldog. Store me some Panama Red, yeah. Wham bam, oh Amsterdam. Stone you like nothing else can. Woo, hot damn, rolling Amsterdam. She can't get nothing else can. Caught a plane out of Moscow. Been one cold
So
night in
good.
Berlin. Yeah. It's a long, hard way, but I'm coming back again. Yeah. Wham bam, oh Amsterdam. Stone you like nothing else can. Yeah, come on now, roll Amsterdam. She can't get no one else can. Yeah, yeah. Wham bam, oh Amsterdam.
That solo was wicked, like the like that chromaticism going up, and there's so many cool parts, and it, you know, it's, I think it sounds easier than it is. It's because this stuff is just very complicated. I think sometimes just to play like a really fast line is way easier than to do all this stuff. And I love, you know, his whammy bar work is so amazing. And he was influenced, you know, I think my favorite guitar player, everybody knows this on the channel, Alan Holdsworth, was a wizard with the whammy bar, and he would do it, he would use it a lot in the solos, just as an expression tool. And I love how Van Halen, Van Halen was a huge fan of Alan Holdsworth, and they were good friends. And even I think I read that Van Halen tried to kind of like jumpstart Alan Holdsworth's career several times, like, hey, come on, you know, like you're really freaking like amazing, you know. And Holdsworth kind of like didn't want to do it for some reason, which is honestly, I don't know, you know, it is what it is. And but yeah, I think he has a lot of that, you know, technique from Alan Holdsworth, like the whammy bar, the chromaticism, the jazz fusion aspect of his playing, you know. But yeah, so good. This is such a good band. I do have to say, I think I do prefer as a singer. I don't know. I have to listen to more of Hager, but yeah, David Lee Roth, I think is my, I guess, you know, I think it's like an acquired taste. It's like, you know, all over again, you know. Peter Gabriel versus Phil Collins. I love them both exactly the same. Like, I don't care who's singing. I think they're amazing. Let me know. I think from the reactions we've done so far, I think most people do prefer David Lee Roth, but I guess it's also because it's older and more classic. It's 70s Van Halen, 80s. I don't know. I think they're both amazing vocalists and have great range. But I love the deepness of David's voice. But yeah, as a band, this band is just on an amazing level, and they must have been insane to watch live. Wow. Yeah, I hear so many good things in, you know, Eddie's playing that I guess have heard elsewhere, and but I know that he was kind of like, you know, the first one to do many things, you know. But I love, like, for example, I mean, I guess when it comes to tapping, I know that, you know, Steve Hackett started tapping in Genesis back in the 70s, and Randy Rhoads was tapping, but I think he just made it so much more popular because he was using it a lot more, and that solo, you know, also. But I love all of his like pinch harmonics, the way he dives into that string, you know, the upper, like for example, the sixth string, the low E, and it's like, and you have to kind of like vibrate the whole hand to get that sound. And then he does all kinds of harmonics. He does the pinch harmonics, the natural harmonics, then the tapping ones, the palm muting. It's just there's so much rhythm and so much, like I said, it's very dynamic, you know, his playing. It's a lot of fun to listen to. And I don't know if you know, I just like to point these things out because it's just fascinating. There's just some players who are the rhythm section is just very bland, you know. There might be amazing lead guitar players, but it's lacking in the rhythm. I think he was like he had like the both aspects of his playing, rhythm and lead, were very, very complete. And also the solos, they were not like just some, you know, pentatonic runs or like some fast, you know, melodic minor like scales or stuff. It was there was a lot of rhythm in the solo as well, you know, and a lot of like tremolo, and so really, really, really cool stuff. And yeah, so let's move on to I think it's Dokken, because of double K. It's not Dokken, it's Dokken, I think. Heaven Sent. And let's see, this is also, it says 90s, and this is the one that I'm like, oh no, 87. So yeah, I think that's accurate. All right, let's go with them, and I'll check who the guitar player was at that time in a second. Here we go with Heaven Sent. Back for the Attack album.
There seems no justice when you fall in love. It gives you blindness when you are the one that's
Oh, George
hurting,
Lynch.
'cause they've got the gun. no justice when you fall in love. Save me, don't let me fall. Heaven sent, I heard the call. Stop me, don't let me go. Touch my heart and let me know. Heaven sent, thought you would set me free. Heaven sent, thought it could never be. Heaven sent, if I had only seen that you were burning the fire in me. You took my passion, most of my soul, but I will come back, baby, stronger than before. Take my feelings, leave me in pain. I will forget you one of these days. Stop me from feeling this way. Heaven sent, you drive me insane. Hold me, don't let me go. Touch me now and let me know. Heaven sent, thought you would set me free. Heaven sent, thought it could never be.
Wow.
Heaven sent, if I had only seen that you were burning the fire in me. Passion burned, I felt the fire touch my soul. I felt desire. Now I see where we went wrong. Am I to blame? I'm falling passion burned, I felt the fire touch my.
Wow, it's insane how much this Dokken sounds like the guy from Scorpions. What's the name? Klaus? I think it's Klaus Meine. He sounds just like him, like crazy. And yes, of course, George Lynch. I know George Lynch from, instructional videos that I used to that we used to trade back in the day before YouTube. And we had George Lynch, we had Paul Gilbert, we had Marty Friedman, Yngwie Malmsteen, and I think that's the one that I got into where we were living in this beach town in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. So I got the Yngwie Malmsteen one. So because of that one, I would get, the Vinnie Moore one or Michelangelo. So Eric Johnson. The Eric Johnson one was the hardest one because he actually was talking about theory and also Vinnie Moore. Like, he was actually talking about music theory, and we didn't know anything about that at the time. We just wanted to play, arpeggios and as fast as possible, and and George Lynch was always like, oh my God, like this guy was on a different level. This guy was like on the level of Steve Vai and Yngwie Malmsteen, and just like 80s shredder, And I saw this clip where George Lynch just like puts on this backing track, and he's just all over the fretboard, and he's just in his own universe, just improvising, amazing. So yeah, I didn't know that he was the guitar player. I knew it was gonna be someone like Steve Vai or someone like Richie Kotzen, who was amazing. I think he was in Poison, but he is just like sick. We saw him live. he plays the most amazing jazz fusion. He has played with the likes of Greg Howe, and those guys are on a different level. Like that's like, yeah, that's not metal. That's like jazz fusion, like Alan Holdsworth style. You know, it's like crazy. But yeah, super. I love it. I love this style of music. Like I really, I'm kind of sad that I did ignore it. You know, at the time, but it is what it is. You know, I was listening to like just Manowar and you know, like different stuff, Halloween and stuff like that. So okay.
So I felt desire. Now I see where we went wrong.
The Scorpions.
But you're not the one. Thought you would set me free. Heaven sent. Thought it could never be.
That
Passion burned. I felt the fire. Heaven sent, but baby, you're not the one. Heaven
Yeah, he definitely has like a little bit of inspiration, I think, from the Scorpions, Klaus Meine singer. That there was these sometimes when he would do the falsetto, the way he would, you know, sound, he literally sounds like him. That's, I think it's a very positive thing, you know. Like I know so many musicians who have grabbed something good of another musician, even guitar players, you know, maybe they have a really sick line from, I don't know, you know, their favorite blues player, you know. I think music always inspires, you know, and I think it's not too much of a crime to grab something good and use it, you know, if it sounds great. This was awesome. I'm gonna listen to some more Dokken for sure. And all right, so what's next? So far, this has been amazing, this marathon. Thank you so much, you know, for exposing me to 80s different metal, you know, like different scene. So Great White. So for example, here, if we click on Great White, what is other stuff? So again, Tesla, Slaughter, I don't know them. White Lion, I've heard of them. Night Ranger, Warrant, Trickster, Cinderella. I've heard of Cinderella. Only the names, you know. All these bands, they're all like these. I think these were all like bands coming, I think, out of, I don't know, like like LA. I could be wrong, but I mean, it's just like, I think what they call like hair metal. Let's see if it says something here. Heavy ballads. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's just listen to it, and here we go with Great White, House of Broken Love, Twice Shy, 89. I think 89 was a amazing year for heavy metal. Justice for All. We got what did we get from Iron Maiden in 88? I think it was Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Yeah, and Rust in Peace, that's 1990, I think. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. Let's go with Great White. That's how you start a song, with a freaking guitar solo like that, man. I love it. So good. Yeah.
In the morning, don't you wake me. I'll be dreaming that I'm free. On the daybreak, don't you shake me. Send me back to misery. 'Cause I'm dealing with the devil. Ain't no help from above. I'm stealing with the devil through this house of broken love. Taking chances with you, baby. I saw something in your eyes, and though no one else could blame me, there were signs I should have recognized. Now I'm dealing with the devil with no help from above. I'm sleeping with the devil in this house of broken love. Yeah, broken love. If you don't wanna lose my loving, use it constantly. If it's gonna be lies, suspicious eyes, and baby, oh baby, set me free. When the night falls and she's leaving.
What a great guitar player, man. I have to say, so melodic, such good feel, great language. There's not too much information about him. Mark Kendall. Wow, Tony Montana on bass. That's crazy. Tony Montana. If you've ever seen Scarface, I think, was that Tony Montana? Antonio Montana. But yeah, this guy, I mean, this guy is a wonderful guitar player. It's just a lot of feel in there in his lines, and just wonderful. Great stuff.
And she's leaving. Ooh, the moon shines so cold and gray. Hear my heartbeat, yeah, yeah. Hear me weeping. Feeling sorrow, here to stay. Now I begged you, baby, help me, but you turned your back on me.
Oh man, what a great tune. Ah man, such good music. This was awesome. Like a slower, ballad, but the guitar and just the singing and the whole package. Great stuff. Great White. Awesome. And I love the cover. I didn't know it was about a shark, the whole like concept of Great White. I know a Great White is a ginormous shark. And there's like these two supermodels on the cover. Really cool. All right. Let's check out the last song. And this is going to be by Ratt. I hope it's pronounced like Rat and not different. This is called Eat Me Up Alive. Let's see the album. Ratt. American heavy metal band. Here we go. And they're all from Hollywood. They're all from LA and Hollywood. So I guess that I think I was right. That glam metal, yeah. So this is Infestation. Let's check it out. Wow. Holy moly. This band has had a lot of people playing it. Let's see. Why am I not getting the albums? All right, let's just play it and then I'll look it up while we listen. All right.
Tell me all your secrets now as I lay you on the bed. Make believe in miracles as I rip inside your head. Magic silver notions, all your underlying bets. Makes you feel the victim in your one master plan. Wait till you see what I found. So won't you take me, eat me up alive, make me feel your energy, and take me if you try. Take me to the other side, make me feel your energy, eat me up alive. Wasting all your energy, why do you waste your breath?
Okay, there's a lot of information here. Like this guy, I remember this guy from a video, which was called "We're Stars," and it features like literally every guitar player from in the '80s who was fast, including Yngwie Malmsteen, and this guy here, Carlos Cavazo. He's in it because I remember him, and George Lynch, and like the guys from Iron Maiden. But he replaced. It looks like he was in Quiet Riot, like when he was at the height of his career, and this also. And then I guess he played, replacing Randy Rhoads and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw him. But what it looks like, this is a 2010 release and also the last album, but this was with a second singer. I think the first singer had passed away, unfortunately, in 2002. So this was their first release after their 1999 album since the death of Robin Crosby, unfortunately. So yeah, very, very good, very heavy. I love everything so far. It's really cool.
Your energy, why do you waste your breath? Laughing off experience, you wanna make a bet. Crying through emotions, now that's all you're gonna get. Come a little closer, was it something that I said?
Very cool. This one also features guitar player Warren Justin the Martini, who I guess who has been the lead guitar player of Ratt, and so it was him. This dual solo was really, really cool. And Carlos, twin guitar is better than just one. I think I love twin guitar bands like Judas Priest and Megadeth, and we're both, and Iron Maiden, of course, where both guitar players play solo and rhythm, I don't know. It's just like a wonderful thing. This was awesome. Thank you so much, David. This was an amazing marathon. Really cool. I hope more people request this kind of music because, it's kind of nice to go back to the 80s, and mostly when we do 80s music, we do like, new wave or new age or pop and stuff. So it's kind of like nice to also check out the 80s, but the metal, so it's a lot of people unfortunately are kind of like scared of the word metal because they think it's like that kind, but even though like it can be one of the most best music, but yeah, so I guess you just have to get into it and you have to explore. I just got Lee, who was on the channel. I got him into Iron Maiden and he thinks it's an amazing band. He wants to see them live, and he should we will go together because it looks like Bruce Dickinson is about to hang up his gloves, and it's gonna be it's coming to an end after 50 years. And luckily I've seen them 3 times already. I know people who've seen them 30 times. It's a wonderful experience. So yeah, check him out. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, David, for the video. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.